Troopers and grinders. Hank the Tank is finally back. I'm sorry if you guys missed me on Sunday. I got very busy. Things came up just randomly. I found myself doing a lot of activities I didn't think I'd be doing that day. They were actually pretty good. I had a very enjoyable and productive Sunday. Maybe not as productive for the channel, but definitely productive in terms of my own inner growth. But that is beyond the point. Now I'm able to do some streaming. All right, folks. So I know that Pulse wanted me to do the UFC recap on Sunday night. I was not able to do so. It got very late. I wasn't able to. But we're here now. So I'm ready to go, man. This was a fantastic card. UFC Paris, baby. Usually they deliver, regardless of if there are a lot of finishes or not. Damn, my beard is starting to grow, man. I'm actually, hey, it's starting to grow out a little bit. I'm just looking at myself. Hey, I'm making some progress here, guys. This is nice. It's nice to have a beard. I can't wait for the White House card. Isn't that going to be Independence Day of like next year or something? It's a little ways away, Anthony Ganskow. It's tough to not be able to wait for that because you're going to have to do a lot of waiting there. But yeah, usually the Paris card is very good because the crowd is just insane. It's the greatest. It's the greatest crowd in the world right now. I mean, again, I was talking to people about greatest wrestling crowds of all time, and I said, hey, they're getting close to matching, ECW Philly crowd levels of hype and amazing community, and like they make the show, like. But France might be goated, guys. I think France is goated just because, like, literally, it doesn't matter what the sport is, whether it's wrestling, whether it's MMA, whether it's soccer, whatever sport. Paris is always fucking hyped. France is always hyped. So I gotta say, I think France is the GOAT. I know that UK crowds are cool too, but no, there's no match in France, dude. And this was the perfect combination of elements. Like, not only was it a great crowd, but there was finish after finish after finish after finish after French fighter winning after French fighter winning after French fighter winning. And it was just perfect. It was just loud, loud, loud for the entirety of the card, dude. It was hype the whole time, which is like what you really hope for these cards that are going overseas. You hope that a few local fighters win, so they pop the crowd and you get a little hype and you can go there next year. Like, this was the perfect outcome. Even though I'm super happy that Money Moicano beat Benoit Saint Denis last Paris card. I don't think that was the last Paris card. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. But the one before that one, the one before that one. Even though there were some sad outcomes on that France card, that was still a great card. But it's really nice when the French fighters win. Let's be honest. Even though I was rooting for Hoofy just because I think he had a lot of star potential, and I don't know what the ceiling is for Benoit Saint-Denis. I was very happy that Benoit Saint-Denis got a hero's ovation from the crowd. Holy shit. A bunch of hype is back on Benoit. It's good for business. It's good for business. So I'm glad it happened. And it means we'll be going to Paris a lot more. French on top. Yes, we got plenty of French talent to discuss. Yeah, to think about their potential as they rise up the ranks. They delivered, especially Alex Sola. I didn't think Axel Sola would do all that great, but damn, he found a finish. And we all know that Ferezziam's going to go pretty far too. Leave the beard, shave the mustache. I will not. No, I refuse to, sir. I'm not going to become a Dagestani. I'm sorry. That's all the way in June, July. Yeah, exactly. It's next year. Paris card in WWE was actually next level, and I don't give a fuck about the WWE. Exactly, dude. It was just sing along. You build up the wrestlers, hype throughout the match. It's great. They sing along to the entrance themes. Even when somebody's just talking, they just can't help themselves but say something, and it's great. I love when the crowd interrupts. Well, I don't like when they do the what. Say what again if you like sleeping with your sister? What? Boo! Boo! Say what if you're a complete fucking idiot? What? The crowd was so intense, you can tell it got to the opponent's head. I mean, we don't really know that for sure. Like, it depends, I there have been plenty of Paris cards where the crowd's been super loud, and then the foreigner just fucking knocks the French dude out cold. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe in some cases. I doubt all of them though. Yeah, it was the last Paris card in 2024. Yeah, it was sort of a shame. Would have been really hype if Benoit beat Moicano, but I love Moicano, so I'm happy he won. Regardless. And Brian Battle getting that great promo. Remember when we actually thought he had potential? Remember when we were actually hyped for him and thought he had a future in the UFC? Oh, those were the days, my friends. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. Those were the days. Oh, those innocent times. BSD got payback for it. Yeah, it's good. It was very good. Honestly, I really thought he wouldn't do that well after that performance against Propolek. Can you believe, guys, that Propolek did better than fucking Mauricio Hoofy did against Benoit Saint-Denis? Can you actually believe that? Someone that high level, part of the fighting nerds, looked worse against Benoit than fucking Eric Propolek. Jesus Christ. What is the level of the UFC? Because obviously it's not good. Face blue smiling. Hello, Jandon. Yo, brother. How's it going, Kyle Franklin? My brother. Hope you're doing well. Kyle Franklin was at the Paris card, ladies and gents, and he was having a hell of a time. Saw a little bit of video of it. It was a big Paris sing along. It was a lot of fun, lots of chanting and such, making loud noise for the French fighters. It was a big success. Like I would say, it's the equivalent of like the UFC London card. For those who know, Patty, Tom, what was his name? Gunnar Nelson, all those guys, Molly McCann, the crowd's going crazy. It's like the Paris equivalent of it. WrestleMania in Toronto was great. Yeah, it was. Especially when Hulk Hogan. You know, that's actually a great point, Moody. Like, Cena versus Paul was almost like Hulk Hogan versus The Rock in that the crowd just took over and was completely on one guy's side and was just going crazy, and it elevated the match. But nothing's going to beat that Toronto crowd for Hogan. As much as I hate Hulk Hogan, that was, maybe the greatest crowd controlling the match moment ever. It's not even close. Angry Hank, hand pink waving. Hello, Leandro. Brian Battle is being sent to PFL now, and Leandro finds that very funny. Yeah, but let's be honest, guys. It's more likely that Battle's going to make way more money in the PFL than he would in the UFC. Let's just be real. Let's be real, guys. How high was Battle's potential at middleweight? I don't think it was very high. I doubt he would be able to make $500,000. I'm just being real. In PFL, he has a really good shot of making $500,000. If he wins the tournament, he's going to make more money than he ever did in the UFC. And that's just the facts. Until UFC wants to turn their contract negotiations and their base pay around, like, I completely understand all the competition wanting to go to PFL. So basically pay your superstars more, UFC. Yeet! Yeet! Yeah. It's time to send them to the Hank Tank Penitentiary. It's time to take them to the Hank Tank's Insane Asylum. Okay. Down since day one, we been down since day one. On a lot of them all up, knock them down like this. Yeah. Oops. Hey, Kyle, Boars, and Hank, and the rest. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward. Bye, Mr. Puff. Bye, Patrick. Bye, the rest. Oh. So we're all alone now. Yep, just you, me, and the furniture. No more parties today. Got nothing that you need. We're all alone. That's right. In that case, great parties, right? No! Sorry, Tubby. You gotta go. But wait! Patrick's my best friend, right? Oh, I can't take any chances. For all we know, he could be the Strangler. I'm the Strangler? Oh, I said I should have known. I gotta turn myself in. So Patrick's the Strangler. God, you think you know a guy. He's not the Strangler! I am! Hey, how'd you do that without shaving cream? Oh, it's a fake, you idiot! I got it at the party store. Did somebody say party? Ah! Sorry, I got on a tangent. Yo, Leandro. The fighting nerds sure had a tough day in Paris. Yeah, real tough day. Hoofy has to deal with the wrestler for the first time. It does not go well. And then Kyle Baraujo just gets outclassed, pretty much. Completely outclassed. Just like with Cannonier, guys. People forget, man. Cannonier was beating the shit out of him. It was 2-2 going into the fifth. People forget, man. Indeed. Wonderful. Uniting the country. Uniting the great country, right? Lol, can you do Pinky in the Brain? Gee, Brain, what are we gonna do tonight? Narf! Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Gee, Brain, you never see that on a side cotton and milk. Narf! Oh, Brain, how are you going to take over the body of a politician and convince them to let you run for president? You can't even get leadership of the local mice community club. Because, Pinky, you dim-witted buffoon, I have the technology. Even though my head may be small, my brain is big. And so is my stature, Pinky. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to work. So why don't you do something more productive, like banging your head against the local side of that cage while I'm working? Gee, Brain, you always come up with the most splendiferous of ideas. Narf! Thank God he's out of my hair. Oh, how I'd like to strangle him in his sleep. Love it. Well, I haven't gotten his reaction to even the Pinky and Brain. Do an impression of Droopy the dog. Oh, man. That'll be 99 cents, sir. It's me again, sir. Oh, ain't I a stinker? Come back. You haven't paid your fee for the gas station yet. They always seem to run away. I don't know why they do. I'm a very charismatic and easygoing dog. I don't know. I haven't watched much Droopy. Oh dear. Please don't run away. I'm very lonely. Jimmy Neutron. Sean. 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Got a blast! Trip to the stars and buy candy bars. Comes a kid with a knack for invention. Super powered mind, a mechanical canine. Rescues the day from sure destruction. This is the theme song for Jimmy Neutron. Dude, why are you offering them free thankies from McSpankies? Why are you giving them salt? Actually, it's sodium chloride. I'm just giving them a little bit of sodium chloride. Actually, dude, it's salt. Sodium chloride, like I said. Dude, first you gotta say, Big McThankies from McSpankies. And then you give them the money. And then you give them the food. You take the money and put it in the cash register, dude. What is hard to get? Well, I'm just giving them some scientific advice about the nature of the ingredients that they have in a McSpanky's burger. You see, it's actually filled with trans fats and saturated fats as well as sodium chloride. Actually, dude, it's salt. Oh, Sheen. Sorry, not Sean. Oh. Do you know Planet Ultralord? Oh God, I gotta think of some Sheen lines. Oh, Jimmy, you always come up with the most insane of inventions. Don't you know that the Ultralord Deluxe is the only thing in stock? I have to keep it within a tree, Jimmy, so that the girls don't get their cooties all over it. Oh, Kyle, don't you understand that Jimmy's busy in his lab being a super genius or something? Don't you know he has no time for Ultralord tea party time? Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Sheen. Oh, I will have some tea. That's right, Ultralord. You're gonna have some with some. Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. You're gonna have some cheesy put with that. We're gonna go to the diner together, me and Carl. We're gonna pay with the Ultralord, Jimmy. or Carl. Let me think how Carl would go. Just thinking of the right lines for him. Excuse me, Jimmy's mom, but are you gonna finish that croissant? Judy, you went there and made me some cookies. What? God, I know the Carl's voice. Jimmy, I don't know if this is the most safe thing you can do. Well, what do I know? I'm just an idiot, Jimmy. I don't know anything about inventions. I don't know anything about experiments. Now, Shane, I don't want to play with the Archer today. What? I just want Judy, Jimmy. I just want to be on a date with your mom, Jimmy. What are you making this time? An automatic toaster waffle? I don't want to do this, Jimmy. I'm frightened, Jimmy. I don't know if I can do this, Jimmy. I don't know. Doesn't this seem a little bit scientifically unsound, Jimmy? Sheen, sorry. No, yeah. Face orange biting nails. Damn, that's fucking awesome. Doblon. Oh, yeah. Double Anblangada. It's a double Angangada, Jimmy. A double Anblangada. That's what they call it, right? That's how they say it. A double Anblangada. Spot on, Carl. Honestly, Hank should do voiceovers. I could do a good job. I'd have to come up with my own though, so that's that's the difficult part. I'm like a parrot, like a I'm a parrot in that I'm very good at copying them. It's harder for me to do it myself. Well, I'm glad the people of Culture State, the other ones who don't know any of these references, I've driven them away. But that's too bad. At least I made money. Badass voice acting. Thank you. Hi, Hank. Hello, Kobe Wiggle. Kobe. Kobe, my advice to you, go back 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the stream. I do a bunch of impressions and voiceovers. I would definitely recommend checking that out, Kobe. I just nailed a bunch of like 5-6 impressions in a row. So go back 5 to 10 minutes, Kobe. I would recommend it. Hank, the new voice actor. It's true. Your own voice is a character. Thank you. Yeah. My voice is that I have a sinus infection. That's pretty much it. Okay, I got one for you. Oh no. My voice is that I have a little bit of phlegm in my throat. And it's only gotten worse because of you guys, dude. For you guys. Well, let's wait and see what Kyle Franklin has. Oh, brother. God damn it, Kyle. Powerpuff Girls, Dad. Let me get some water first. It's like being in a metal band. It's like being in grunge. Kurt Cobain only downed, some brownies and some ice cream. He didn't actually drink water. Powerpuff Girls, Dad? Oh, yeah. Well, girls, now you make sure to look both ways before crossing the street, don't you? Yeah, of course, Professor. Good. It's very good to know that you girls are being responsible, and that while you're cleaning up the city and preventing crime, you know the rules of crossing the street. Let me think of some other ones. Well, Mayor, don't you know the little girls are just innocent little creatures who would never do anything out of turn or out of pocket? I raised them right, those girls. I may have made them in a lab, but I also made them with my heart. Now you can try to break down the lab and take my girls. You'll have to pry them from my cold, dead hands. Oh God, him. Don't you girls know not to take rides from strangers, girls? They often have malicious intentions. They do not do what they say they claim. They want you for themselves. You know to just say no, right, girls? All right, that's. Oh God. Oh God. What'd you do, Kobe? Who got hidden? Oh, yeah, God damn it. All right, he's okay. He's okay. Mama says that alligator. Mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush, brother. Yee. Mama says, Mama, Mama. Mecca, no shit, you were really good. Oh shit, sorry, I accidentally hid from him. I thought to go to his channel. Well, it's all right, Kobe. It's all right. Mistakes happen. I'm sure you got Dexter's Laboratory. All right. Dee. Get out of my lab. No, I can do a bit. Ooh, you. I have to think of the you, because that's the core of Dexter. Do not do it, Dexter. Do not let him into your lab. Oh, but do, Dexter. And he goes into your lab, you give him Dee. And when you give him Dee, he'll give you your lab for sure. Then you will impress the professor, and then mom and dad will not be know about your lab. But do, Dexter, do, Dee. Dee will mess with your lab. He will take the supercomputer. He will take your Mr. Monkey. He will take everything you know about science and the and the mathematical execution of modern science. Dee. Dee is the kryptonite of your lab. Dee will take down your lab and ruin your entire life. But if Mandark gets a hold of Dee, he will give you your lab. He will give you his lab, and then you will be the ultimate professor. You will be the ultimate mad scientist of the modern Kryptonian era. But first, you have to get rid of Mr. Monkey. Ooh, how I dread Dee. Ooh, how I want her gone from my life. Anyway, that's an attempt. It's not great. Vinny, you're fired. Stone Cold, screw you. You're fired. But yeah, apparently I'm fired too because he's making people pay money again for the Mecca when he said he wouldn't. So I don't like anybody going back on their word regarding entry fees. So I'm out. Sorry, clown. I'll say it live publicly on stream. Fuck you. Fuck your $20 fee when you didn't charge it early on. Fuck that. See ya. I'm gone. Unless you change it. I'm not participating. I wasn't going to participate if I had to pay $20 because I know they're better predictors than me. I know they're ones who are going to win the Mecca and I'm not. So yeah, no shit. I'm not going to fucking compete. Fuck that. Charging the $20 post tournament starting. Fuck that. That's ridiculous. Do an impression of Gru from Despicable Me. Oh, let's see. Freeze right. I suppose the plan will work for two. Okay, it's my turn. Oh, Mom, I'm working something very big. Gonna make you very proud. We are going to steal the moon! That is right, my minions. That is right, Dr. Demento. I, Gru, the greatest supervillain there ever was, am going to steal. I'm going to make a very big plan. I'm going to steal the moon! No annoying sounds. Does this count as annoying? Oh, God, how does she do it? Very, very annoying. You will not sneeze or barf or fart or puke. Or what else does he say? I know, and it was the biggest mistake I ever made. I will never give you up again. 3 little mittens, 3 little kittens took mother's milk, and 3 little kittens warmed their mother's heart. Let me think. What are some other ones? Oh, shit. What was that? She hit that. I saw that. Well, I'm sorry, but if you don't knock over the UFO, you don't get the unicorn. Oh! Uh-oh, somebody got a frowny face. Oh, better luck next time. My turn. Knocked over. Oh wait, let me try that again. Knocked over. I forget. What is the name of that guy from Despicable Me? Vector. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Squid gun. Oh yeah. I'm starting to get a little tired of this Victor fella. I'm going to steal the freeze ray that he stole from me. It shrinks the elephant down to the size of a little teeny tiny peanut. Oh, the girls are driving me crazy, doctor. I don't know what to do. Judeo-Christian General is in the building. Yes, sir. Do Gilly and bail bondsman with Aisha. Oh God. Yeah, fucking. I might have killed Parlay. I might have turned him into a bloodstain on the concrete, dude. But like, it was self-defense, dude. He invited me to the park. He started to swing at me. It was self-defense, dude. Fuck, get off my dick, dude. Where? Aisha, I'm gonna need you to pay for this one, babe. Dude, fucking. I don't have any money. I fucking spent it all on blackjack. Yeah, what's up, Bill Bounce? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, fucking get off my dick, dude. Stop. Yo! Aisha, dude. Fucking. Just pay for my bond a little bit. Baby girl, sweet cheeks. Sugar tits, dude. Like, help me out here. Woo! Yeah, I'm out of here. Fuck yeah, bail bond, man. Word, dude. Fucking. Yo, listen to my advice closely, bail bond. Listen to my fucking advice that I have for you, okay? The geese from Balto. I don't know that one. Shaggy and Scooby smoking with Bobby Green. Oh, God. Like Zoinks! It's King Green, old pal. I'm like your biggest fan. What's up? Hanging around the neighborhood. I have some of this, man. Make you high as a kite. I do it when I got CTE. Like, I'm not interested in weed. I'm interested in a Shaggy snack and a Scooby snack. Like, isn't that right, Scooby-Doo? Like, would you do it for like a spliff? Would you do it for like some hard ass drugs? I got some nose candy if you want. White powder, Texas tea, snow angels. Oh no, man. Like I said, I wouldn't touch it again. I wouldn't touch the stuff. I said it, I'd do it for Velma. Like, I guess a little bit of a sampling can't hurt. Okay, here we go. Like Scooby-Doo. You sniffed up all the powder. Scooby-Doo. Like, I'm putting you up for adoption, you little runt. Fucking bitch. Do an impression of the Beast breaking up with Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Our relationship is over, Belle. I may have locked you here in the tower, but you have given me ideas. You've given me feelings. You've opened up my heart, and I can't have it anymore. We're through. You hear me? I can't live in this place with another. I am destined to be here as a monster, as a beast, and you are but a little girl from the local village folk. Be gone! Be gone from me! Take your stinking books and your libraries with you. I want nothing to do with it. You don't see me for who I am. And then Gaston shows up and he's like, take the runt. I don't need her. Put her in chains. Hit her with tomatoes for all that I care. Leave me be! Or suffer my curse. Do Gene Silva watching Hoofy tapping? Wait, hold on, let me Echo de favela. All right. Do an impression of a nightclub at the 1960s. You are the Eggman. Woo! I am the Eggman. Woo! I am the walrus. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Grease is the word, like you heard. It's got groove, it got feeling. Boom, 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 boom. Shit, what were some nightclub songs? Were there even nightclubs? 1960s nightclub music. Pop's got a brand new bag. Yo, no way. Pop's got a brand new bag. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Oh God, what are some other ones? Stand, even though you wanna wear no damn. No, 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 no. Stand. Do, 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 do. Oh God. Let me stone. Okay, let me see. Hot bunny. Oh God. Thank you for make me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. You an impression of King Julian? I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. We want to move it. You can't just come in here, lion, and think that you control Madagascar. Isn't that right, Phillips? The thing, too, is that he ignored my comments forever regarding Cash App with the Mecca, which would show your personal details. And fucking ear the big yes man ain't getting my info. Ouch. Be right back. Got to get the wife. Okay. Kyle Franklin live stream the rendezvous. Maybe at one point. Sure. Argenti impression is hysterical. Donation worthy. Hey, if it's donation worthy, then send me some goddamn donations, people. Hey, I appreciate it. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, Andrew's loving it. Goat. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. Seriously. Vote for Hank to be the next comedian voice actor president. Yes, sir. This is one of your best streams. Thank you. Thank you. Legend. All right. Do an impression of the Beatles arguing when they quit, then they come back apologizing, saying they want to regroup. Well, the thing about John is that he's always hanging around with Yoko and coming up with new ideas, always coming up with new music. And I work with him. I gave him ideas for a song. I tell him to write what I want to write. And I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm not trying to be some sort of authoritarian. Well, the thing is, Paul, you're always telling me to write the songs your way, always trying to do some new sort of concept album. And, I'm trying to do it with George. Me and George are trying to do our own music, and they're all telling me that none of them should be on the album. So, what am I supposed to do here? And then Ringo Starr's like, well, I'm just here to play drums. I'm just enjoying the time here. I'm enjoying all my friends. I really have no affiliation. Then George's like, oh God, what does George sound like? Well, I don't know. I want to do my own thing. I want to do some Indian sitar music. I'm not very interested in Abbey Road album.
Well, you can do that if you want to, Jordan. I mean, you can always lead the band. You can always say, oh. But I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be very controlling. If you want to leave the band, you can leave the band.
And then John's like, well, George, I guess we will. Yeah, Berlin Folden, yeah. Ah, you little bit, yeah. You dumb little sausage. Oh, God, yeah. Very even. How about that, George?
My sweet Lord, my Lord. I really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. Oh, well, I mean, they can do what they want, but bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer came down upon his head. Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer made sure she was dead. Get on, the lot of you! Get out of the studio!
Well, George, I feel like we might have said things that were a little bit uncouth, a little bit untrue. I feel like we can make this album. I feel like we have a lot of great ideas. And if Yoko is there along for the ride, then I'm down, George. It's all right. Just allow me to do my own music, man. Allow me to write a few songs now and then.
Oh, well, yeah, of course you can, John. I mean, you could always talk to our producer and always talk to a sound guy and my manager. And you say our gym manager's dead. Our manager's dead as a doornail, though, but I guess you can't ask him.
Well, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Well, I always liked being part of the Beatles. I mean, we just separated as friends, we just we had new musical directions, man. We didn't really know where to go from there.
Oh, well, anyway, John Lennon was an asshole. I just can't stand the bloke.
All right. Let's get on with it. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Enough impressions from Hank, goddammit. You've used up all my time. So let's get to this goddamn MMA. Anyway, first fight on the card was Sam Hughes against Shauna Bannon, Big Mama B, Shauna Bannon. This was one-sided beatdown from Sam Hughes. On the feet, it wasn't even competitive. Sam Hughes was beating the crap out of Shauna Bannon, outstriking her, piecing her up. Then she got Mama B down to the ground. I believe she got her down the first round. And was controlling her, dominating her. But even on the feet, she was just looking super slick on the feet. Super duper impressive. Round two rolls around, and Sam Hughes is doing the exact same thing. Just outstriking Shauna Bannon, better timing on her strikes, better everything. Shauna Bannon is just getting countered repeatedly. And then Sam Hughes just drags her down to the ground, and it was all over. But the crying from there, the fat lady was singing. Sam Hughes took the back, got the rear naked choke very easily. And the crowd popped. The crowd actually went crazy for this. They were super happy for Sam Hughes, making noise. She jumped on top of the fence. And then, of course, she got into, oh, yeah, I love Jesus Christ. I want to thank Jesus Christ. And then the crowd's like, okay, fuck you. Thoughts on Paul McCartney solo stuff? I do love Band on the Run. Band on the Run. Band on the Run. The Sailor Man. And oh God. The Jailer Man and Sailor Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run. Band on the run. And the lightning came with a massive crash, and it threw us in the sun. So the people run in the jail there, they were searching everyone. Anyway, I do like that stuff. That is pretty good. Amen, brother. I don't know what the amen was for, but whatever it is, I agree with it. Anyway, Renat Fikretinov then took on Andreas Gustafsson. Not a lot to say for this one because it was 50 seconds. Actually, there's a lot to say. Andreas Gustafsson, completely different fighter from what we saw before. His striking defenses utter shit. No durability, no heart, no courage. Couldn't pressure Renat at all. Couldn't land at all. Renat was more technical, getting around the guard with him. He just couldn't get the pressure that he wanted. He just kept ending up on the back foot and just crumpled, dude. He's gotten hit with way more powerful shots. I can guarantee you that. But maybe he's just washed, dude. Maybe he's just too old now for this shit. Too ring rusty, too worn out. I don't know what it is, but yeah, he got the shit beaten out of him. Covering up against the fence, couldn't do anything. I don't even think he landed a punch on Renat, man. Seriously, what did he do? I forget what he even did. Like, it felt like he was pressuring, and then he got hit with like a few shots, and that was it. Dude's fucking durability is absolute shit. Either that or Renat's really good. And something tells me that's not entirely the case. But he looked improved here for sure. Maybe Andreas Gustafsson is just low-level competition for him compared to the other guys, which is crazy because Muslim Salikov knocked out Carlos Leal in a round, and Carlos Leal was beating the shit out of Renat for 3 rounds. I don't know. So this sport is random sometimes. There are some things that are just hard to predict. And but shout out to Vinny the Guinea. He did get this fight perfect. And not perfect because he didn't have the round 1 KO, but he was spot on that Renat was way better than we thought he was, and he proved it here. So shout out to Vinny, but also you kicked yourself out of the Mecca. So I just got to say that. Why'd you do that? But also, but at the same time, Clown is now charging people $20, even though he promised a free entry fee. So I don't know. People are fucking stupid and psychotic. And Vinny probably had it right when he said that Clown Show was corrupt. So, hey, I guess Vinny was right after all. Good for Vinny. Yeah. So yeah, Vinny got out before it got bad. So shout out to Vinny. He always sees the future, man. Have you been to Paris before? Yes, I have. I actually have been to Paris before. I was in Cannes, France, and then I think that we had a Paris trip. So yes, I did technically go to Paris. I didn't see the Eiffel Tower though. Maybe I did from far away, but I didn't actually like visit the heart of it. I said amen when you mentioned Jesus. Oh. I forgot when Jesus was even mentioned. I had no clue. I'm behind, so I got no. I got no idea. Anyway, let's move on to the next fight. We had Robert Brzezek against Brad Tavares, and Robert Brzezek, shout out to him, dude. This guy came out of nowhere and looked super good against Brad Tavares. Very good pressure, was just hurting Brad Tavares every time he was leaned against the fence. Knew how to pour on the pressure and close the distance and make it his fight. Brad Tavares did look better in round 2, was throwing some teep kicks up the middle, some leg kicks, looking very technical and composed, but couldn't do it for too long. It actually sort of reminded me of Nate the Train versus Morgan Sherrier a little bit, in that, you know, he's getting hurt. Oh man, Brad Tavares, he's getting pieced up. And then round 2, Brzezek comes back, is just throwing some teeps, is keeping it technical, getting his fight. And then round 3 just completely shuts down and gets pressured heavy and knocked out. Hank, hey Vinny, good to see you. Just got up, so dude, Vinny, go back like 20-30 minutes on this stream, because I do a shit ton of impressions. Like it might be my peak as an impressions guy, as an impressionist. You need to head back like 20-30 minutes and just watch all my impressions that I did this stream. It's pretty damn good. I think you definitely enjoy it. Sup, Vinny? Anyway, I hope you heard me. It's good, Vinny. Go back and watch it. Hi, Vinny. Anyway, then we had Sam Patterson against Trey Waters. Sam Patterson, he's just looking better and better with each passing fight, people. Guy's boxing is super crisp. He's really good at putting his combinations together. He uses his reach very well. Trey Waters is also just a tall motherfucker with some solid boxing, but it seems like he doesn't have the power or I guess the effectiveness of Sam Patterson striking because who was it? Oh, let me think. Who did Trey Waters fight? Garrett Armfield. He fought Garrett Armfield, and Armfield was making it very competitive. Like, he was starting to hit Trey Waters with some good shots too. Trey Waters was relying on his wrestling. That wasn't going to happen here against Sam Patterson at all. Sam Patterson is the better wrestler of the two. And he was also dealing with somebody who was also his height, which was really bad for him because Sam Patterson was able to find the range relatively easily. Trey Waters, he just doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the timing that Sam Patterson does. Sam Patterson can just put his hands together really well. And that was the difference here. Sam Patterson was getting hit on the chin quite a few times in this first round, but didn't matter because Sam Patterson was just firing back with 1-2s and combinations and right hand, left hands. And eventually a 1-2 really caught Trey Waters bad, and he just couldn't defend himself, was just backing up, just running away. And Sam just kept hitting with that right over and over and over again. And the referee stopped it. It's a little bit early, but he was not defending himself, so I understand it. Really, really good. Solid work. Would you ever do cameos? I'd have to become bigger. I think I'd have to become bigger to do cameos. Although if I start to develop a reputation for impressions, I might actually work. I could definitely try it. Watching. Hola, Kobe, me brethren. Yeah, dude. Cameo would make you money, Hank. That's a good idea, Kobe. It is a good idea, but I think I need to get a little bigger for that. I had Trey. So sad. Very sad, and we don't like that. Very sad. It's tragic, Hurley, and we're looking into this problem, right? We're looking into this problem. And it is a problem, and it's very sad, and it's very bad. Very bad for this country. So we need to come up with a solution to this problem. Trey Waters, can you believe that? Look at my African American over here. He really shit the bed, didn't he? That's why we needed a white English Anglo-Chad like Sam Patterson to knock him out. We got beat by the British. Can you believe that? This Dexter is so funny. Dude, Vinny, go back a few more minutes before that. And there's some really good stuff back there too. I mean, maybe like you can just watch what's going on right now and then watch the playback because I do impressions for like 20 minutes. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Sam Patterson, by the way. So I liked him as soon as he fucking knocked out Danny Barlow. I was like, dude, that put the rocket ship on this guy. He's good. Like now he's a great wrestler, and now he has hands too, which is phenomenal. So yeah, super happy for Sam. He looks like a complete fighter now. And I think he can go a long, long way at welterweight now. I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for Sam. All right. Next we had honestly another tragedy between Cowie Fernandez and Harry Hardwick. Harry Hardwick stepping up on short notice. Very sad. He was the Cage Warriors featherweight champion, man. And my God, or even was he? Was he featherweight? Yeah, I think he was featherweight. Featherweight champion. Now he has to move up to lightweight to fight Cowie Fernandez on days' notice. It's just really tough for him. But at the same time, guys, I do have to be brutally honest here. And a shout out to Brutally Honest MMA. Harry Hardwick can't check leg kicks. He can't check leg kicks to save his life, dude. Couldn't put his leg up once. He just kept putting his lead leg forward like an idiot and just kept having it kicked over and over and over again by Cowie Fernandez. This was honestly embarrassing to watch. Even if it was on short notice, Volkanovski could have done a better job checking leg kicks. Harry Hardwick just had terrible striking defense. He really did. Couldn't throw at all in this one. None of his strikes were landing. Looked weak in there. Looked frail. But it was on short notice. I get it. But now it's a featherweight going up a weight class on short notice. Like, all the odds were stacked against him. The cards were stacked against him. And Cowie Fernandez just hit him with a few calf kicks. And one of them put Harry Hardwick down on the mat for good. He was literally stop, dropping, and rolling like one of those fucking PSAs from back in the day. It was sad. So he stopped, dropped, and rolled, and then the referee stopped it. You know, he stopped, dropped, and then he rolled. The referee did. Yeah, Harry Hardwick is not UFC level, and neither is his brother George. We have learned a brutal lesson. Thoughts on John Cena versus Logan Paul and Sami Zayn versus John Cena? John Cena versus Logan Paul, that was a really good match. Very back and forth. Crowd was 100% on board with it, which made it a better match than I think it would be otherwise. God, that crowd was so loud for that match. Logan Paul, he had a botch here and there, but it's understandable. It wasn't really a botch. It was like more like the timing was a little bit off, but he still connected, you know. And John Cena had like counters for days, hitting fucking crazy moves that you'd never expect him to hit in his life. Just a attitude adjustment, counter, grab the leg into the STF, like really good stuff. What else did John Cena hit on Logan Paul? I need to look that up. Dum 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 dum. God, let me look at this because I remember John Cena hit a huge move. What was it? He hit the attitude adjustment. He did again. Okay. I thought he hit a new move. Do you remember this, Kobe? Oh yeah, he hit a Styles Clash. He hit a damn Styles Clash on Logan Paul. That was super impressive. So yeah, really good match. Really back and forth. After Logan's match with AJ Styles, I'm glad he turned it around with John Cena. They actually had a quality match. And John Cena just seems to be really good at playing the babyface in a wrestling match. Just he takes to it like a fish to water. So I'm glad he's back in a good spot. And then Sami Zayn versus John Cena. Apparently, they had a really good match too on SmackDown. It apparently was really good. It was like 20 something odd minutes. It's a shame that Brock Lesnar came back right in the middle of that because, yeah, don't you hate it when there's a really good match and then somebody fucking interferes and it's a no contest and now nobody remembers the match because of the interference at the end? It's a shame. They were having a really good match and then it got interrupted, but it's understandable. It makes sense for Brock to show up at the craziest, unpredictable time. So it's good for the story. It's just bad for the match. I don't think a lot of people will be watching it back because of that. WWE House at Universal Studios, Hollywood Horror Nights looks good. Got a good review. Nice. I hope you check it out sometime, Kobe. Sounds like fun. Did you watch the VMAs? I didn't even know the VMAs were a thing. Thought it was like the music video awards or something. What are the VMAs? VMAs. Oh yeah, it's MTV Video Music Awards. Why is it the Video Music Awards? Why isn't it the MVAs? You know. Oh, okay. It's that's some good artists. Good for them. Guess it's a tradition. So yeah, good for them. Anyway, oh wait, hold on. Let me look at the bonuses for this. All right. How the fuck did Kawi Fernandez win a bonus for beating a featherweight on short notice with leg kicks? Look at this. What the hell? How the hell did Kawi Fernandez win a bonus for leg kicking a featherweight to death? That is the least impressive knockout on the entire card. What were they thinking? Why are they giving this dude a bonus? He didn't even knock him out with a punch. He hit him with a few leg kicks on short notice. That's like fucking what was his name? Rodrigo Nascimento knocking out Junior Tafa with a few leg kicks. You don't give him a bonus for that. That's so stupid. Ante DeLiha, good. Mason Jones, I guess he got rocked though. And Saint Denis got the bonus, which he deserves. Let's get on. Let's move on to one of the fights that got a bonus, which I'm actually very happy. I'm super happy for Ante DeLeha. I'll be honest, guys. I went from not knowing who the hell this guy was to actively rooting for him against Marcin Tybura, because Tybura, in my opinion, he lost his fight to Mick Parkin. He's getting beaten up by my boy. Yanata Denise was getting the shit beaten out of him, and then has a miraculous comeback. I wish Denise had won. DeLeha, he makes his debut in the heavyweight division. He's actually athletic for a heavyweight. He's actually ripped and in shape for a heavyweight, which is very good. No wonder why he beat Marcin Tybura. We went from a few fights in PFL, some regional shows, off the radar, to now making his debut against Tybura. It almost seems clear to me that the UFC wanted DeLeha to beat Tybura since he was doing really well against him. Look, he actually fought Tybura before, and then blew out his leg or his knee or something, and then was out of the fight. And now he got his chance for revenge here in the UFC, and DeLeha delivered. He absolutely delivered. Like, he was taking a few shots from Tybura, getting pressured up against the fence. Classic Tybura, just leaning on this dude, doing nothing, looking like a fat fuck, useless fat fuck. And then he turned it around, and then they, separated, got to their feet, and DeLeha just started hitting Tybura with 1-2s and hitting him with some clean shots. Next thing you know, right hand lands, it stumbles Tybura. He is looking out of it. Just up against the fence, boom, 1-2, down he goes. Covers up, referee has to step in. And now Ante DeLeha, of all people, some random Croatian from the regional scene, is now number 7 in the world at heavyweight, which should tell you a lot, guys, regarding the state and the quality of the heavyweight division. You bring any of these actual athletic heavyweights from the regional scene in, they will rip ass and chew bubblegum, and they're all out of gum. So yeah, case in point, Ante DeLeha just shows up, UFC debut, beats number 7 in the world. And on one hand, I'm disappointed, and on the other hand, I'm very happy for Ante DeLeha. I like this guy. He seems like a very humble Croatian Chad, just trying to make a living. It's like 34, 35. He's getting a little up there. He needs to make a run, and Tom Aspinall trained him. Tom Aspinall trained him for this, which is super cool of Tom to do. I bet Tom must be a fucking pain in the ass for DeLeha, because not only does Tom Aspinall knock out Tybura, but then he trains the next guy who knocks out Tybura. Dude, Tom Aspinall must hate Marcin Tybura or something, because I don't know why he's ruining his life in every single way he possibly can. But yeah, he trained DeLeha, and I'm super thankful for that, because he beat the shit out of Marcin Tybura, and I couldn't be happier. I fucking hate Tybura. Fuck that heavyweight equivalent of Christian Rodriguez. Fuck him. And then we had a big time knockout from Umar C, of all people. I called this one as well. Me and Vinny both called Ante DeLeha. Umar C was backpacking Brenson Ribeiro. Brenson's just a can at heavyweight. He really, light heavyweight. He really is. Got a miraculous win against DR Nurzage, but now we see that DR Nurzage is absolute dog shit. So yeah, it's no surprise he beat him. But meanwhile, Umar C, I get he lost to Atomic Alonzo Menefield, but Menefield's good at beating prospects and unranked fighters, so I'll give him a pass. He's beating up Brenson Ribeiro. He's looking very good and well timed with his striking. And then he gets Ribeiro down to the mat, gets in the backpack, and he tries for the rear naked choke. I came close to getting a round 1 sub prediction right for Umar, but then he just decides, hey, he's actually smart about it and is like, hey, he's actually in a really tough position. I could just beat him up and punch him to the side of the head over and over again, and he'd probably cover up. That's exactly what C did. He just, went around the guard, punched Henson left and right. He was down on the mat. Referee stopped it, and there you go. Umar Sy wins. Shout out to the Frenchman for getting it done. He then motions to the crowd and does something like, "Who's Lobo in Paris? Who's Lobo in Paris? Who's Lobo in Paris?" And, got this stupid little fucking chant, call and response bullshit. But that's good. Cirogon did that too. So Umar Sy gets himself over again, gets a nasty finish. Really good bounce back layup fight, and I'm happy he got to show his skills here. And then we had William Gomez against Robert T'Challa. And Vinny almost got this one right as well. Shout out to Vinny. Wait a minute, I need to check something real quick. Yeah, there's been a lot of chats in here. At least there used to be. All right. Oh boy. All right. Anyway, William Gomez against Robert Ricciala. William Gomez was doing very well early on against Robert Ricciala, just piecing him up, outstriking him, outvoluming him. Good leg kicks, good double jabs. He reminds me of Taylor Lapalus a little bit, and how he can be very technical and just, land just a little bit more. But honestly, I hate William Gomez, so what am I saying? Robert Ricciala's only chance here was through the takedowns, since Gomez is primarily a striker. And he was able to get down William Gomez in that second round. Actually had him on his back, looking in trouble. But then he survives the second round, gets up, outstrikes Ricciala. Really good body kicks in particular. Good leg kicks. And then avoided the takedown like the plague. Very good takedown defense. And just outstruck him in the third round. Neutralized the wrestling. That's all he needed to do. And it was a William Gomez unanimous decision, 30-27 and 20. I don't agree with the 30-27. I think Gomez was on his back for most of round two, and his stuff on the feet was not impressive enough for him to take that round back. But William Gomez clearly won 2 rounds. So shout out to William Gomez. Maybe if he puts together some more impressive wins with more finishes, I'll like him more or something. Did I get a message from anybody? No. Anyway, the next fight was between another Frenchman, Axel Sola and Reese McKee. Man, this was the letdown of the entire fucking show, I'll tell you that much. In terms of who I picked, Axel Sola looked very good on the feet against Reese McKee, taking his best shots and firing back. Good body shots, good head shots. Every time Reese would land on him, he'd land with a counter that would wobble him or, put him back in the fight. Bloodied up Reese McKee early on. It's always this pale guy's weakness. He wears the damage very easily. Reese McKee, there were points where he cracked him. There were points where he cracked Sola with an elbow or a knee. If only there were the moments where he had him in the clinch and he was ready to throw up the knee. Just looked gun shy. Just refused to throw it up. And if he'd have landed that a few times, who knows who would have won this fight, seriously. Because he was in perfect range to land that knee. Just kept pulling his head out last second. And because of that, Reese McKee really couldn't get that much damage off. He did have a long reach here, Reese McKee. And he did show it in moments. But Sola just ate everything for breakfast. And then fired back. with some counters. Reese McKee looked hurt at several moments here. Seemed to have less of a chin than Axel Sola, who's younger. And eventually, Sola hit him with the body shot. He crumpled. He folded in half. I don't. Looking at it with the others, I do think the stoppage was a little bit early because Reese was covering up and defending himself, but it would have probably been finished anyway. Let's be real here, guys. So yeah, I'm good for Axel Sola. Glad he won because he'll actually be a draw in France if he keeps winning. Aries champion. It's very marketable. And Reese McKee, even though I thought he had a really good chance of winning this, he, like Big Boars is saying, Axel has potential. And unfortunately, it's the opposite for Reese McKee. He just doesn't have as much potential to be a star or to win big fights. Like, Frunz is just ass cheeks. That's why he beat him. So Reese McKee's tough. He just, wasn't tough enough to. Are you tough enough? Are you tough enough? As Isha would put it. He's just not tough enough to beat someone with actual talent who's got some grit in him, who doesn't get dropped easily. So people forget, man. Reese McKee couldn't finish Frunza. Reese McKee got back up to his feet. If the doctor hadn't stopped it, who knows what would have happened? People forget, man. Yeah, Axel Sola got it done. Good for him. He might be a French star. And then our next fight was between Mason Jones. We've got a thing going on. No. I keep hand on the call, but it seems so strong to let it go further. We meet every day at our favorite cafe. 11:30 is when she appears. Always takes a little bit of cream, and there goes my dreams. And I know we'll never let him know. Mrs. Jones. Mason Jones. Knocked out Belagioki. What a fight this was, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm back. All right, I'm coming back. Hey, Bick, guys. Hey, Bick. Everyone is live, trying to support y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kyle. The comeback kid. Jones is the comeback kid. What an incredible comeback from John Jones. John Jones, the greatest ever. Mason Jones. Isn't this kid fucking awesome? Mason Jones was never my friend. John Mason Jones. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time, Mason Jones. He doesn't have dirt on me. But anyway, this was a great fight. Belagioki was piecing up Mason Jones. Let me tell you guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Mason Jones was getting rocked for like the entirety of round one. It was bad, my friends. It was bad. Just counters for days. Super quick hands of Belagioki. You can see why he almost put out Chris Duncan. But now we know, guys, without that Gilly, I think Chris Duncan would have probably still beaten Belagioki because the dude is not good in the second round. He's got one round to finish you, and that's it. Other than that, he is just starts to fade a little bit, starts to get worse as time goes on. And he got put on his back by Mason Jones. Mason Jones was starting to hit him with some big shots. Oh, good old MJ, Michael Johnson, can you believe that? Mason Jones was hitting him with some shots. Round one ends. I got to break it down more. A bunch of counters from Belagioki put Mason on his back. Bam, 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 bam. Belagioki's beating the shit out of him. Miracle he doesn't get finished. Gets back to his feet. Gets a little more composed, a little more defensive, and then takes down Belagioki and just starts piecing him up. Round two comes, and Mason Jones is just able to get that takedown again. Starting to look better against Belagioki. Starting to implement his wrestling, and then he finally got Oki down. Absolutely beautiful judo throw. Incredible judo throw. And then hits him with elbows 12-6 over and over and over again. Eventually, the referee has to stop it. Good for Mason Jones. He got the win and the bonus, which is pretty good. But I honestly don't really know what the potential of Mason Jones is. I don't know what his ceiling is, to be honest. Might be bad. I think he might get put out by somebody who's young and tall, just like Belagioki. You can actually finish it, Haha, did you do the goose impression from Balto while I was gone? Dude, I don't know what the goose from Balto is. I'll turn down the audio and listen to him. All right. Oi! Oi, Balto! I'll tell you what, laddie, I had no spring chicken. Oh! Well, I'll tell you what, I know spring chicken. It's up to Balto. I take my father's hair. Oh, no, laddie, I can't mess with that spring goose. Hey, Boris, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get you. Oh! I tell Balto, don't you know you have to have a goose to strike the gander, laddie? And I'm going along with this phone. Now, hold on. Oh, you stop right there. Ah! I was being sarcastic, man. I was being sarcastic, Balto. I ain't no spring chicken either. Ah! I'm getting tired of this one. I'm not leading on the fence, but you don't have to say that to me. I'm a man. I'm a little spring chicken. I'm a little goose. Anyway. Russian goose. Sounded more Scottish to me. Logan Paul getting big matches before he's going to jail. Yeah. Just a few little participation trophies. What is it like? Oh. I forget. Pity prize. I don't know what to say. Same with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Yeah, they both suck. Yo, hello Northwest. Sorry, I'm behind on the comments here. Sup Northwest. Coil. Hope you're well, my brother. No, shout out Kyle. Nice. That's me. Oh, hi Mark. A shout out to Kyle West, Kyle Franklin, Kyle West. Jesus, is that the son of Kanye, grandson? Chilling. True. What's up? Oh, that way people can sub if they aren't already. Nice impression. You need a little bit more Russian in there, but solid. Thank you. Oh God. I forget. I'll forget it. Anyway, on to the next thing. God, it kills me that I don't know what the term for it. Does anybody know the term for when you give somebody something just out of pity? You know? Shit. I forget, man. Anyway, on the next fight. Yeah, so Mason Jones destroyed Blagioki, and good for him, but he might get exposed at a higher level. Anyway, Modestas Bukauskas knocked out Paul Craig at the very, very end of round one. This was a one-sided beatdown. Paul Craig kept leaving his chin out in the open to get hit. Modestas Bukauskas was leaning on him against the fence. He got grabbed by Paul Craig, no diddy, a few times. And then, he'd turn it around. It's hard for him to break the grip of Paul Craig. Eventually, Craig jumps for a triangle. He fails. Modestas Bukauskas gets on top and starts wailing away with elbows. Eventually hits him with a fucking elbow, dude. Oh, wait, no. It was, boom. And then, it was this. Yeah, it was this arm. And Craig got his bell rung and put out cold with that. Referee had to call it. He saw that Craig was clearly out, unresponsive. And that was it. Modestas Bukauskas won the fight. Pretty simple. Craig just sort of washed, and he's never really been that good. Let's be real, folks. All he has is his triangle, but he's latched it up on people. So, it's just a matter of hubris. If you engage in the guard, that's just what happens, and smart ones don't. So, Modestas was smart. And yeah, Craig just can't beat anybody anymore. So he talked to Bisping. He laid down. Wait, or was it Bisping? Who was it? I think it was Bisping. Yeah, he laid down the gloves, said it was over, hugged Modestas and Bisping, and had a great retirement, honestly. He knew that he was getting up there in age. He knew he didn't have it anymore. People forget, man. When you give someone something out of pity, it's called compassion. Yeah, that is compassion, but I'm looking for a specific term. That's just like giving somebody, something that you get for no reason other than they feel bad for you. Consolation prize. A consolation prize. I nailed it. A consolation prize. Finally, I got it. Face green smiling, face green smiling, face green smiling. Consolation prize. Thank God I found it. I found it in the recesses of my brain. I can move on with my life. But yeah, Paul Craig put down the gloves, let the body hit the float, let the body hit the float, let the body hit the float. But yeah, Paul Craig's done. And honestly, I said when he got knocked out, man, Craig needs to retire. He needs to retire now while he's ahead. He can't be taking this much CTE, man. And Paul Craig listened to me through the screen, and he put the gloves down. And I'm happy for Craig. I'm glad that he finally retired. It was that time. It's too bad he had it. On the mat. He had it on it. He left the company on his back, but the greats often do. So, he should consider it an honor. Shout out to Paul Craig. He knew when to retire. Anyway, the co-main event and maybe the most important fight on this card. Benoit Saint-Denis choked out Mauricio Hufi in round 2 with the face crank. Benoit exposed the hole in Mauricio Hufi's game, which is his wrestling. The dude does not like getting taken down. Yeah, Benoit Saint-Denis was destroying him. Honestly, God, even on the feet, it wasn't that competitive. Mauricio Hufi threw up a jump knee, and that was the one thing that landed. Other than that, he wasn't able to get his shots off that much at all. Benoit Saint-Denis was pressuring forward, hitting him with body shots and head shots, taking him down, dominating on top, squeezing for the arm triangle, getting on in mount, beating up Mauricio Hufi. It was a one-sided beatdown. Let's be real, folks. Hufi did pretty good defending himself on the ground in moments, but dude does not like being on the mat. And Benoit Saint-Denis put him on his ass for 90% of this thing. And Hufi couldn't take it, dude. It's like Tyler Betts is saying here. You He was getting put to sleep, man, and he tapped out. He was exhausted. And Tyler Betts tired or something? Tired Betts. The nerds got exposed. Yeah, it's not looking good for the nerds. I think Carlos Prates and Gene Silva are the only ones with potential left. It's getting bad out here, guys. But yeah, Mauricio Hoofy is takedown defense. I mean, honestly, it was tough. He tried. He was able to get back up to his feet against Benoit a few times. Let's give him credit. Let's give Mauricio credit. He wasn't just a fish out of water on on his back. He did manage to get up a few times, but you can only get up so many times when you're a striker and the wrestler keeps getting you down. So yeah. Simple as that. Mauricio Hoofy just can't stand the wrestling. He can't reverse it or counter it or get on top, lay in some damage of his own. He's just a victim on the ground. Let's be real, guys. So couldn't get his shots off, couldn't maintain the distance, got pressure, choked out. There you go. Rip Fighting Nerd, man. Dude, Carlos Prates was not having a good night tonight. He had to get fucking consoled. He had to get consoled by Ian Gary of all people. That's a horrible fate. That's a fate worse than death. The nerds got exposed. Yeah, they sure did. 2 of them, the Fighting Frauds. Ouch. Yeah, not good for Brazil. Not good for Brazil. And not good for Kyle Baralho either against Nasruddin Imavov. Baralho was looking like he did against Cannonier. Just his face was a fist magnet. He just kept getting hit over and over again. Imavov with the slick counters. You cracked Kyle Baralho, put him on skates a few times in this fight. Yeah, not good, man. He's just way too hesitant. Can't throw an offense of his own. His takedowns weren't completed. No success in the grappling. And even if he really went for it, I don't think he'd have taken down Imavov. Imavov just, set the pace, man. He was putting it on Kyle, hitting him with big shots. And the 1-2s were just money for him over and over again in this fight. Counters, body shots. Very good. And Baralho just needed to kick the legs of Imavov more and really make it a scrap, but he just couldn't do it. Just couldn't make it a fight. Nasruddin Imavov was making it a fight the whole time and just kept hitting Baralho with big 1-2s over and over again. Great counters. Imavov's striking is so precise and fluid and sick. And Baralho just had nothing for him, dude. Looked like he did against Cannonier, except, Imavov doesn't leave himself open to strikes at all. So you really have to figure out the game of Imavov to hurt him. Yeah. But yeah, Baralho got the shit kicked out of him, basically. Bro looked like a worm getting mauled by a barracuda. Yeah, he did. Sheesh. Silva's going down next. I don't know about that. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I'm gonna, look at what other predictors have to say. But dude, I don't know. I might pick Silva, dude. Lopez's game is a little bit simple. Gene Silva has pretty fluid striking. The dude did not get hit by Dober once for 3 rounds. Better bet Lopez now while the line's good. I don't bet. Gonna be closer line come fight day. Lopez is going to knock him out. Start barking over him. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you guys are discounting Gene Silva's great striking. This isn't going to be fought on the ground. It's going to be fought on the feet. And dude, Gene Silva has all the advice, all the keys he needs to beat Diego Lopez. He has tape. He has tape of him getting countered. He knows what to do. Sorry, guys. Imavov's smartest decision was to leave zesty Nicholas Ott. Oh, Jesus. Is Nicholas Ott just some creepy-ass coach? Otherwise, he wouldn't even be ranked. Wow. Gene was getting pieced up by Bryce Mitchell's leg kicks. Yeah, but is Lopez going to throw leg kicks, Tyler Betts? Something tells me that's not going to be the case. I don't think Lopez is going to be throwing out any kicks, Tyler. I think this is going to be a fist fight, and I know who's got better timing and got better power. Sorry. But yeah, Nasruddin Imavov just completely figured out Kyle Baralho. Had him on the back foot the whole time. He didn't like being on the back foot. And face just got all bloody. He's just better. He's just a more technical striker. Really good. What else can you really say? He just beat up Kyle Baralho, essentially. Just way better striking, way better volume. Just figured it out. Nicholas Ott has been helping Benoit Saint Denis. Yeah, good for him. But Nicholas Ott seems like a creep. Lopez will. Duh. What the fuck are you mean, duh? You're actually starting to piss me off a little bit, Tyler Betts. What do you mean, duh? Wait, why are you so sure about this? This is a fight between two powerful Brazilian strikers who keep it primarily on the feet. And Gene Silva hasn't looked bad at all. So don't tell me duh. In fact, I'm probably going to pick Gene Silva. I'm going to be fucking laughing when he beats the shit out of Diego Lopez and rocks him over and over again. How does that sound? Going to throw a lot more leg kicks too? How about this? Lopez gets fucking put out. Going to throw a lot more leg kicks? I doubt it. I haven't seen him do any of that. Maybe against Brian Ortega, but that didn't do much damage. Has he actually, Boris? I didn't know he coached him. Who has Silva beat for you to think he's such a great striker? He didn't get hit by Dober once. Finished Dober. Who else? He beat Bryce Mitchell, great, but oh God, it was someone else. Why am I forgetting? Knocked out a dude on short notice easily, dude. Easily. Within like a couple minutes. Okay, Melsick, Drew Dober. Jourdain is good. Kevin Vallejos on Contender Series, way back, Kevin Vallejos. He beat 11-0 Kevin Vallejos. And it doesn't matter what the competition is. It's how he's doing it. It's just like Anderson Silva beating Cans, and you're like, oh, Anderson Silva sucks because he beats Cans. And then he beats the world champion and wins. He's just, you can tell that he's a great striker. He's knocking these dudes out from everywhere. And he submitted Bryce Mitchell, which is impressive too. Ngannou left him too. Jesus Christ, lock him up. You're gonna be let down by the hype, just like Hoofy. No, I don't think he's not gonna be on his back. Lopez isn't gonna take him down. I really doubt he does. This is gonna be a war on the feet, and Gene Silva is way better with his timing. He's not just like Lopez. He does that. Combination. Slick boxing. And meanwhile, Gene Silva's just like, boom, boom, boom. Those single shots are going to rock Lopez. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So I'm going to die on that hill, probably. Again, I need to do my picks, but something tells me he's going to just crack Lopez with something. Dude, Volk stumbled him. Old, what people were calling washed Volk, who doesn't get, knockouts. He beat the shit out of Lopez. He countered him so beautifully. And dude, Gene Silva's like a little bit taller than Volk. He's a very similar size. He's gonna hurt him. I guarantee it. Tiny guy with power, great timing. How do we not see it coming here, guys? Ott works with Imavov and Benoit Saint Denis. It's impressive, but where did I hear that he was a fucking freak? Zesty. What do you mean? What do you mean zesty? They mentioned it when they met together. Interesting. No way Tyler thinks that way. He said sarcastically, but is Lopez going to throw leg kicks? I roll. Yeah, I roll because the leg kicks aren't going to mean anything. I really doubt they mean anything. Leg kicks won't work. Calm down. All right. Jourdain, who's good. Diego beat Washed Ortega. He did. Yusuf Sabatini. Yeah, those aren't great names either. I mean, Ige is a decent name, but He was on his back in round 3. Lopez leaves his chin, and he got hit by Volk. Exactly. Just because 2 fighting nerds lost doesn't mean the whole team's garbage. We saw what Carlos Prates did to Joff Neal. Ortega is overcooked at this point. Yeah, way too cooked. He's going to spiral down. He has already. It's not good. Aljo beat the shit out of him. Aljo was tuning him up like a piano, dude. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for Hank the Tank's recap of UFC Paris. I'm going to probably give you guys 5 more minutes, the Troopers and Grinders, to get in your comments, your thoughts before I sign off. And maybe I'll do Contender Series picks in the morning tomorrow. So look forward to that. I went 3-5 the last week. At least it's a majority. I hope to go 5-5 again this week. So tune in to Hank the Tank's picks. And I appreciate you guys, seriously. We're working for Mitchell on the feet. Yeah, but so they were working, and then what happened? Then he got dropped. Okay, so Gene Silva takes leg kicks, and then what does he do? F. Analkin? Okay, Tyler. You give me a little bit of an attitude, fam. Come on, don't pick fights with people in the live chat, please. What is going on with Ty Betts, guys? What is happening with him? He's starting to crash out a little bit. Yo, what's up? Man, I got here a little late, Alma. I'm just about to wrap the stream up, but I hope you're doing well, Alma. I hope you're doing well. W stream, thanks, Hank. No problem, Andrew. I just don't think the leg kicks are going to be effective once you're on the mat. Once Gene Silva cracks you. Impression of the Big Show intro being interrupted by Milo's loud fart. Well, it's the big. And it's the big man show tonight. Jesus, saliva all over my goddamn keyboard. Well, Mitchell got smoked. You did. Yo, Alma. You asked our final thoughts. Yeah, but your final thought is F. Anakin? Come on now. It's mean. Let's not pick fights with Anakin. He's not bad, man. Sup, Leandro? I said F. Anakin. Yeah. It's nice. You're crashing out because I have a different opinion than you? Anakin's had plenty of different opinions than me. Who else? Vinny's had plenty of different opinions than me. Who else? Who else? I mean, oh God. Larry's had different opinions than me. I just didn't like the tone. I didn't like that you were like, yeah, duh. Of course he's gonna win. I just think that's not a great perspective for. I mean, I've disagreed with Northwest too. It gets a little disrespectful when you're like, yeah, of course. Are you an idiot? Of course he's gonna do this. Of course he's gonna do that. It's a fight between two guys who might be fucking have a million fight IQ or negative fight IQ. Like, why I just hate the idea that something's it is inevitably gonna happen in a fight. It's just, screams hubris. Those are South Park farts. Nice. Face screen smiling, face screen smiling, face screen smiling. All right. Maybe one more minute, and then I gotta wrap it up. So no one's crashing out. We just have different thoughts on that fight. Okay. You came at me that way when I said leg kicks would matter. You didn't say leg kicks would matter. You said leg kicks would matter. Duh. Yeah, of course. Duh. It's the tone. It's if you didn't put duh at the end, I wouldn't have said anything. It's that you put duh and you're like, ew. You even corrected yourself to say it was duh. like my opinion was wrong and dumb. And then you called my opinion dumb. What are you saying, Tyler Betts? You're making me sad here. This is come on. You said yeah, duh. That's disrespectful. I'm just saying that's disrespectful. I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna time you out for it. I'm just saying I saw a little bit of disrespect in that. Sue me. Sorry. I said duh after you came at me, bro. Came at you how? I disagreed with you. Okay, this is enough of this. All right, I'm done arguing specifics over nothing. This is literally a show about nothing at this point. So, I have been Hank the Tank. You've been the Trippers and Grinders, and of course, you've escaped the war zone for now. Well, it's the Aisha show. Well, it's Naomi's show tonight. Yeah, well, Mila did. Stop fucking taking screenshots of people's phones, dude. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Mila, stop.